Today is today today is August uh, August 27th. I'm at Office Evolution. I have my pot pie from Marie Callender's that I got from Costco. And what seems to be very, very interesting is that I put a little hot sauce on it. What seems to be very interesting is that what seems to be very interesting is this. This is downtown, Office Evolution. For a minuscule amount of money, I get this whole office out of the generosity of the owner who has this Office Evolution, and I sit here and I trade stocks, and I've been learning. And it's been 2 years now since I have moved from Florida to Boise. You know, people say that you make progress based on stepping on the shoulders of giants, right? It certainly makes sense. So today, what I normally do is I've been like enjoying watching L. Brooks. His videos make sense. He said this. On the video. He talked about that stocks are either trending or in a range. That's the only possibility it has. It's amazing. Stocks can be described in two things. It'll be in a range or it'll be trending. Stocks, in that perspective, is that easy. So what am I trying to, what's the point? I just want to document this downtown area. So when I get in, you see right there? You see that blind right there? I sit down, I put that down because people walk by, cars go by. So I just put that down so I can focus. Get deep into thinking what I need to do as a day trader. Lately, I've been waking up late. Maybe it has something to do with it had something to do with a roommate that I had. Actually, housemate, not a roommate, housemate. So there's 3 rooms and 3 people live in it. A few months ago, the third guy moved in, and then what I've noticed he does is that he would just pass out at the front door with the door open. Now he did this quite often, and I would smell some and I would ask him, "Hey, you okay?" And then he moved out. And the third person came in. But this third person has a dog. So after a late night of studying, after washing dishes, and being a prep cook, I would walk in. I would unlock the door, and the first thing I hear is this little tiny dog just barking when I get in. So now what I do is I put on my earplugs and then open the door. I told a trading buddy of mine on Friday after the trading was done, I told him, I believe that stop losses, the implementation and becoming an expert at stop loss is essentially the turning point. And I told him, look, I believe we're at the cusp of being a very prosperous day trader. And he responded, I agree. I had no idea. I had no idea stop losses were this important. Stop losses was this important. I need to go work out. I'm 54 years old. I need to do some workout. Once I become prosperous, I'm going to join Planet Fitness. For $10 a month and start working out. This very, very kind lady named Maria on Friday says, you should have put your running shoes on. When I was working at Westside. So maybe I'll get I already have running shoes. So what I will do is, this is very, very exciting for me. This could be the point in which the reality of being a consistently profitable day trader is essentially real and alive. As I look outside for the past 2 years, about 6 months, what I did was I went into Boise State University, and I would like doze off. I would be, I wasn't a student there, but I was going to the library, and I would open up my computer, and I would trade and attempt to study. And then I went to And then I went to the local library. There's an exclamation point. I went to the library and in between, because parking is only for like 2 hours, and so I would park. Anyway, this is like old history. History. Throughout all this, I was constantly taking every penny that I had, taking some of it into my trading. Actually, initially it was quite a bit, mostly, and then I would also allocate a certain amount for my self-education. And one of them was buying Albooks trading course. I also bought a price action course. I even joined the group. And I even bought like a $10 online just course, right? And so here I am, and it feels good. It feels good. Results will prove itself in due time. Results will prove itself, and I will start to see. This 1 week has demonstrated to me that the stop losses are an extremely important factor in my trading, because it essentially overrides the sawtooth type of losses that I've experienced for the past 2 years. And so this is great. So I'm going to keep doing this. I've made lots of trades on FTMO, as well as in my FTMO demo account, as well as the FTMO 10K account. And so those fluctuate a little bit. And the fact that I've implemented the stop loss, it is making improvements in my trading. The other part is I'm making progress in my small account, and the fact that I have stop losses implemented into my trading, it is actually saving my dishwasher money. And so the dishwasher money is slowly building up. And the first part is to essentially become consistent. And once I become consistent, what I plan to do is replace my dishwasher money with my trading account while working on the FTMO trading account. If I get a payout on my FTMO trading account, then I know that when I do a 10x of that, then whatever I made for that payout is going to be essentially 10x of it. There's also a 20x, okay? So FTMO has this feature where it has 10K, 25K, 50K, 100K, 200K, and some people can have up to $400,000 in. See, I'm I don't get paid by FTMO for saying this, but that's the future that I'm looking at, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking at this future as a possibility, a viable possibility of replacing my dishwasher income with my day trading income on both streams. Then I will truly be free. I will be detached from living anywhere here, and all I have to do is just inform law enforcement where I am at all times, and I cannot leave the country because I'm a convicted felon for the next 8 more years. So I plan to do that because I am a law-abiding citizen. Okay, I am a law-abiding citizen. I just dropped this. I had to pick it up. I'm excited. This is Sunday. I'm an old man. So I dozed off. I sat here and I dozed off a little bit. But now that I'm hearing about, because essentially it's an industry, okay? It's an industry where so many people depend on for future retirement funds, as well as individuals who are actively engaged in the employment of the financial institutions on an active basis, where they require mortgage payments to be withdrawn from the market. And so this essentially is boiling it right down to the crux of it, is essentially an industry that must survive. When that happens, stocks go up, stocks down, go down, stocks go through a channel. So these two things are inevitability. I'm not sure what's going to happen when some other things happen, like fusion, and when that happens. However, right now, the way it is, the future is unknown, and all I have to do is just say, hey, look, um, and that's what's gonna happen. And what I have to say is this: I'm going forward with this. I'm going in this direction with what I have covered so far, and me going to church. And the boss told me yesterday, he says, "You're going to church, right?" So so on that same day, I think it was that day, or maybe Friday. See, the thing is, aside from washing dishes, what I do is I prep work. However, this type of fine cuisine that is made for like really fast requires an extensive amount of legwork and ambidexterity and doing this, doing that, running around, getting things done, playing with hot oil, preparing, and surviving. And sometimes there's a lot of prep work that needs to be done as a dishwasher, as a prep cook. And so what happens is that one of the guys who says, hey, I trust that you'll get this done. And I told him, look, trust in God. Don't trust me. I'm fallible. I am. This video is just all full of fallibility. Okay, I made this video and I told him this. I flat out told him. I said, look, trust in God. Right? Just like when I said that, I'm thinking, oh, you know why? There's like paper money. It says like in God, right? Trust in God. I think that's what it says. Trust in God. Don't trust me. So that's the way that I'm heading, and this is essentially beautiful. This is beautiful. If I am lucky enough to survive another maybe 10 or 20 years, I may be in a different setting. Here I am. I need to like shave my head because that's cheaper. It's cheaper for me to shave my hair instead of going to a hairstylist. That's the way I save money. And then I use that money to go to a buffet and I eat buffet. And then this is beautiful downtown, provided by the generosity of the owner of Office Evolution, a franchise, the franchise owner of the Office Evolution. And I'm looking out and people are walking by. The weather is so nice. And it's a Sunday, it's the Lord's Day. And I'm looking forward to continuing on this journey to becoming a consistently profitable, where I can finally say, after I have traded for a while, if I can substantiate on a monthly basis net positive, if I can do that on a monthly basis with a net positive, that means that I'm consistent. That means that I have truly become consistent.